Right. Hello. We're live. Okay. Hi. This is hi from me and my baby, Haraloa. It's been a while. I just wanted to send this private message to you. I at the back of my mind, or let's say the spine of everything I've been doing online is to help people to build wealth from scratch, with little capital to accelerate, your freedom, your financial independence, and all that. And wherever you had met me on this journey. Some of you met me in network marketing. Some of you met me in affiliate marketing. Some of you met me in crypto, blockchain, Ultima. I think the bulk of you may have met me in Ultima. And while, many of those concepts were great, the main issue was the platform. The platforms were the places where the risk usually lies. If the platform shuts down or management and something like that. But excuse me, over the past year and a half, I've basically worked out a way to take my framework, my freedom plan off platforms and put it in my own hands. So that's basically the shift I've been doing. So for example, in um in Ultima, the promise was 30% was I think it was 10% a month first, and then we moved to 30% a month with the PLCU, farms, staking and all that. But it wasn't sustainable. That's the challenge. Um, but the goal has not changed. If you want to reach financial freedom and compress the times, instead of 20, 30 years, do it in 3 to 5 years, it's still possible. And I want to share what I've been doing with you. And if it makes sense to you, if you're ready to put in the time, it's not this now, we're taking the power. So you're not investing in any platform. I've stopped promoting investments in platforms, and I've started teaching how to grow their money by themselves. So what we're doing is we're actually going to be trading CFDs. Um, some of you may call it Forex, but really what we are trading is CFDs, the dollar index, the US index, which is the Nasdaq. So um, I've I've fine-tuned I've fine-tuned the strategy where anybody, whether you are new to trading, whether you're a struggling trader, whether you're a pro trader, okay, you can actually come into the market and make an average of 0.8% a day now. And that depends on your risk appetite. But let's say a 0.8% return a day is the average that I'm looking at. And that amounts to about 20 something percent account growth in a month. Now that by any means is impressive. And what I'm backing this on with, let me just share my screen, is I don't know if you guys remember this website, is that if you start with $1,000 and you're able to grow your account by 10% a month, 10% a month, and you're able to do that for 3 years, that 1,000 will be $30,000. Now, this is very possible with trading. The challenge is a lot of you guys, a lot of us are not consistent with trading. So I started trading about going to about 18 years now, but I'm never taking it seriously as a money making or wealth building strategy. In fact, I never wanted to teach. Hey, you want to say something? I never wanted to teach trading up until I realized, hey, all these issues we are having, hitting putting our money in another person's platform, just giving a lot of heartache and all that. So, so I've decided, you know what? I'm going to put in the work, and I've been doing this for about 1.5, about going to 2 years now. Actually, 2 years in July. trying to find a strategy that anybody can learn and it doesn't take too much time. You don't have to sit on the charts. You don't have to sit on the charts all day. Okay. So even if you're a working class, you will need to make out time in the specific periods that we are trading this strategy, which is usually around 2:30 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. If you're in Nigeria, that's 9:30 a.m. New York time, right? So, but I'm just showing you here. If you do 15% a month, which is like, I'm going to show you my results, and you do this for 3 years, that's taking 1,000. That's if you do not withdraw from the account. It's $153,000 in 3 years. But even if you withdraw after 1 year, because these are the statements. After 1 year, your $1,000 is $5,000. So really, you could remove your $1,000 and de-risk out after 12 months, and you have $4,000 to start again. And your $4,000 at the end of the second year, maybe $20,000 or 15,000, and you can take your $4,000 out again. Are you seeing what I'm saying? So, I mean, there's no way this does not pay you, but you have to be ready to focus, be consistent, and learn what we're actually doing. This is not gambling. This is not investment. This is trading. Okay. But it's one of the fastest ways that you can actually build wealth. Now, so this is still what we're doing. So I'm going to benchmark this at 15% because anybody can actually do 15% with what we are trading. So let me show you my results. Um, I'm going to show you my results for July. This is my results for July. And I basically logged every trade every day. And there are two strategies that we use. The first strategy, I mean, it's the same strategy, but there are two ways of trading it. This one is for people that don't have time at all. It's like you're probably going to spend like maybe 5 to 10 minutes max um, in the trade, setting it out. It's a set and forget strategy, but it's still profitable because at the end of the month, you still have made 11%. So you can see my sum here. If I add this out the losses, it made 4 losses the first week. So this is one trade a day, one trade a day. And you can actually do more than one trade a day, but um, I'm assuming you don't really have time, just want to come in and see is today a win or a loss, and you take the first trade. So if you went that way in July, you still have ended up with, let me add this here so you can see it. 11%, all right? Just adding all the wins. But if you follow the other strategy for those who can spend maybe an hour every day, you could have made 15% for that month, or 15% return, which was about 18% growth. So this is very, very possible. And I'll show you the exact strategy. I'll drop the link in the description of this video, and you can DM me if you want to learn more. So this was July, right? And we ended July with 18% account growth. But if you had the set and forget, like you don't really have time, you're very busy, no problem. 11% a month is still grand. And in August, so far as at yesterday, so you can see the first week of the month actually is where we have the highest loss, like for the mechanical strategy. So there were 4 losses and 1 win. But this strategy usually it actually pays out. Now, the daily cumulative, if you were following the other strategy, which is if you have 1 hour to spend, we're actually already at 3% for the month of August. And today is 9th of August, really. So this was just the first week. So yes, I'm coming. So you can check actually like this one, the first week was 3.6. This is July was 3.6. All right. And we ended the month with 15 return. In terms of percentage, it was 4.5. So we're just a little bit behind. The daily cumulative is currently 3% for August. So, and anybody can do this, right? I just want you to know what I'm doing and see if it's something you want to check out. Um, I'm no longer, for my integrity's sake, and also just the sake of time and respecting people's investments. I no longer promote um opportunities where you put money down and do something. So this one, you open a trading account. I'll show you how to do all that. You fund it with your money and it will be in your custody. All right. And they will trade this together. So I have a Discord. I have a Discord group, No Limits Community, the private community for my traders. And you can see this is where we trade. I go live every single day. We go live at the same time. Then you can see yesterday's trade was a total of 15 minutes. See, we got a breakout at 2:45 and target hit at 3 p.m. A total of 15 minutes, snagging out one-to-one. So that was the one-to-one. And that was one trade yesterday. You see, so um we basically do this every day in this Discord. Now you can join this Discord for free for now. Okay. So I just wanted to bring that update to you. I hope you're doing well. Have a great weekend or have a great day whenever you're watching this. And make sure you don't yes, I'm coming. Make sure you don't give up on your dreams of being financially secure and independent. And I look forward to hearing from you. God bless.